What's up, everybody? Here in the lab, got some major changes coming. I put in a big order. I'll feature that and let you guys know what I'll be running. But this is all of my past failures between trying to problem solve and the learning a bit more about the Talon and what went wrong with it. And this was a bad ECU I had. The fuel caps actually leak in these, and it makes it have an intermittent fault that I could not detect. It's very visible now, but until it was really bad, I could not find for the life of me what was wrong with my car. I'd be driving, having fun, and all of a sudden it would just shut off, and then shut off. So it was driving me crazy. I threw in another ECU. Somebody gave me one, and it worked. Then that one went bad. So now I'm done with these ECUs altogether. So I'm going full standalone, and I have several chips and everything, but the problem I'm running into now is the system I'm running does not have a plug-and-play. I know I can run Link. I know all the fans, DSM fans, it's a tried and true process, but I've had ECUs fail. ECM Link runs through this. I don't want this system at all in my car. So I want to upgrade to from Oregon Trail to Halo or some new game. So I want to desolder this mold so I can use my stock harness in there with the new pinouts running my new system. So stand by for that, and I'll feature a full write-up on that, on how to hook your Talon, a 1G, and even if it's a 2G, it's really compatible for all the wiring diagrams that I'm seeing. So stay tuned, and I'll have a full detail for that. I looked online. There's really no support on YouTube showing a wire for wire that can help out a lot of people if they choose to go from the stock ECU to a standalone, whatever it may be. Multiple standalones, no matter which one you buy, have the same pinouts, the proper functions to run the motor. And you're going to have the same problems trying to run the transistors that this does, the coil pack that it does, and the cam angle sensor, being a Hall effect sensor or an optical sensor. So you have a little learning to do, which I'm willing to do. I spent the money already. It's shipping, so when they get it to me, I'll do a reveal and full detail on how I hooked it up. So thanks to Justin, I have the trickle charger that will just plug into the back so I don't have to disconnect the battery anymore. So let's see how it works. I haven't driven this car since I fixed the axle. So that was a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. So let's see if it starts up.
First try?
So, let it warm up a little bit. Oh, good habit. No matter what, a buddy working for an auto shop, always roll down your window. Hey, you're on film. Don't act up on me. So, always open your window. Crack your window so you don't lock your keys in your car while it's running. A lot of changes will come because I'm running an SAFC. It's zeroed out because I got a proper tune, but it's just there in case it's running a little lean or rich. I can hit the fuel trims a little bit. I'm running a GM mask. That's going to be gone. A lot of the wiring in here that I'm running, gone. Anything that's redundant, I'm going to get rid of completely. So let's see how it runs to get a contrast. I want to have a true video of how it ran before with the tune I have to what I'll be doing in the future with it. So I'm really excited. And if you're new to the channel, you're new to it. My name is Ed, and Justin and Darren to the channel. They feature their cars frequently. This is my 94 Eagle Talon. And hit that like and that subscribe and stay tuned. I'll be sure to feature and give you a tutorial on everything that I've done, along with a background on everything that I did wrong, because I'm not ashamed. I didn't know nothing.
Yep. No, I had the same feeling on my 93 MR2. Was just, I wanted everything to be new in the car. So it's more like a resto mod, you know, that's what you say if you're a domestic.
Yep.
But it's like, yeah, I wanted state of the art, everything on the inside. And, but still being uniquely MR2.
Yeah. OBD1 is what I have, so
Me too, that's what I have.
A lot of tuning equipment isn't compatible for mine. A lot of plug-and-play stuff is not there.
Right.
There's modifications you can do to run it, but just get a standalone. If you're so far advanced in parts, I have exceeded plugins.
Yep.
I have beyond plugins. All the problems I'm having is because I didn't go standalone.
Yeah, piggyback.
Yeah.
Chips and
trying to. And then here's the deal. I'll talk more about it too. I mean, my tuner's like the bomb.
yeah.
I love
It's a
that
DSM
guy.
god.
He knows what he's doing, and I can call him and he will tune my car, no problem. But I'm subject to his availability.
Yeah.
And then I have to pay him, because that's what you do for people who do good work. You pay them.
Yep.
And then when you call, they always answer.
Yep.
Because you're paying. So I haven't called him in a long time. I message him on the forums every once in a while, and he gives me good insight. I messaged my engine builder, Rich, a good friend of mine. He owns a machine shop. Did a great job on my engine. I'm what, 20,000 miles in?
Yep.
Maybe. Of just no problems, no issues whatsoever when he rebuilt my engine.
Yeah.
So he's giving me some insight on what I need to look for, and I need to make sure I do when I run a standalone. So just trying to do a lot more research rather than just, I'm just gonna throw money, plug all this stuff in, and I'm gonna boost 40 PSI. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You grenade your motor and you're not gonna know why. Because
Yeah.
you didn't ask enough people.
Yep. Which that's what people do all the time on YouTube, is they grenade their motor and they'll be on their second, third, fourth motor and they just won't post that.
Yeah, like all those garage shops, which I love watching all those shows. I love all the YouTube channels because it's entertainment, and I love the insight, even the failures. But people don't feature a lot of failures enough to me. I don't see that, especially on garage shows.
Yeah.
They'll just cut to a segment. Oh, and then, oh, the car's back from spray shop. What? You know, one commercial break and it's back from spray shop. Like, so that painter had no problems, no fish eyes in the painter, nothing. He didn't have no problem.
Yep.
So, but I can understand for editing purposes, they don't want to have the show be 9 hours long. But to me, I would watch that on my own. I sure would. I would subscribe to it and watch more details. So that's what I try to do. I'm a very detail-oriented person. I mean, it might not look like it in here. The car's horribly dirty, but when it comes to be focusing on what I plan on doing, I get a whiteboard. I still write on a whiteboard and dry erase and really map everything out on ABC. And as things give me hiccups, then I, of course, sometimes have to call it cut either my budget. I'm exceeding my budget. That's mainly the reason why, because I got family, married, so I can't just put all the money into everything like that.
Yep.
By the way, I am trying to keep it easy. I just installed that axle in the back from the last video, so I'm just trying to make sure it's not the drive shaft shop or a high horsepower one. I just needed it replaced because the other one was completely destroyed.
Right.
So I'm just trying to see how this feels. I haven't been in the car forever.
So this is filmed in South Sacramento, not Mexico.
Yeah. So this is just a cruise, and it's freezing cold outside. It's terrible weather, but we're supposed to get a huge storm tomorrow.
Yeah, tonight.
So I'm just trying to, well, yeah, I know, like they said, like midnight or something.
Yep.
So just trying to drive it around while we still have clear weather. I'm a fair weather tuner. I always say that. Like I've wrenched in the cold and freezing cold, and I just had to fix my wife's car last week. It was 30 degrees. I'm out there replacing axles on her Honda. It's just, that's a necessity. But for a hobby, I'm gonna be in the dry. And if I'm helping anybody, if it's wet and the weather's horrible. Nah.
Yep.
I've already been there, done that. No, can't do it. That's how you get sick.
Yep.
And especially when you're helping, you're not getting paid. And I don't duck anybody's phone calls. If anybody needs help, I'll advise as much as I can, but I can't just be out there. I gotta go to work. Gotta have bills, you know?
Yep.
Right, good. See, you need to switch some headlights.
Yeah.
Because HIDs were the truth, but now LEDs are what it is.
Yep.
So I'm switching to LEDs.
Yep. What's up, Oxbeam?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna run them. Yes.
So, Oxbeam, if you want to see a video of an install on a 1G DSM 1GB, these are notorious for not having good lighting options.
No.
Projectors for this setup are basically non-existent.
People run the TL. I've seen a forum writing up how to hook up the Acura TL, the HIDs.
Yeah.
For
The retrofit.
The retrofit, but nah, I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah. So, Oxbeam, we're gonna be talking to you shortly
Yeah.
about getting a kit for this car. We already run them on most of our cars on the channel.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get everything functionally running well, so lighting, and I still have to go over my brakes. I have a new clutch pedal I have to go through. I already disassembled the whole clutch to look for wear. 1Gs are notorious for having this clutch is the pedal and the rod for it, they wear out and you don't get the full throw, which doesn't fully disengage your clutch, and that's my problem. And I've burned through clutches, and there's a whole nother feature on that. I won't bore you guys with that. If you guys seen videos, you'll see a transmission sitting in the corner, and that's the reason why, because bad disengagement burns everything out.
yeah. What's the thing on this car that you're most looking forward to getting rid of?
Oh, see the oil gauge is flipping flopping. That's from the Irish Auto Pub. I just needed an oil gauge, so I went and grabbed one, but it's not too accurate to me. I want digital, analog. This has got to go. You can see it clear right now.
Yeah.
But oh jeez, that's another problem. These are like on a hair.
Yeah.
You hit a bump, your windshield wiper turns on.
That's how my headlights were in the Supra.
That's how the cops know when to pull you over. If your windshield wipers turn on, he's speeding.
Yep.
Then to get rid of the ECU, because I already told you I had 2 ECUs go bad, and this is a time bomb to me. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
It's 23 years old, and it's old.
Yeah.
It's had its time. So anything that DSM made for wiring has to go. If I can get rid of it, it's going to go. But I would say the number one thing I'm going to get rid of is the suspension. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed. Hopefully, Justin's holding the camera as still as possible, and you guys haven't left to watch something else. This suspension is very bouncy. Now, it's great for quarter mile because you can stiffen it up, but it's not good for just driving around. It's too bumpy, especially in Sacramento. It's really rough roads, and it's hard to deal with. So as soon as I save up more money, like I said, I just put the money into an ECU to run it properly, especially after an extensive engine build that I do. I want to make sure the car is running it properly tuned. Then I'll start working on, then I'll go back to working on the suspension.
Okay. It's funny because usually when it comes to builds, people talk about what they can get that's new, and you primarily talk about things that you want to delete, and it's just funny. It's like, you know, when people wire tuck, they're like, oh yeah, and I deleted this and I deleted that. So yeah, so many people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this is bigger, that's bigger, but you're like, no, I want to make the system simpler. Why is that?
Just to get rid of the redundancies, because I would say what's the term for it? The single point of failure?
Yep, Stotzpoff.
No, Stotzpoff.
Yeah, sequential chain of single points of failure.
That's what this car is, a landmine, a minefield full of that. gremlins. Anybody who has an older car, you know what I'm talking about. You just have, I inherited all the problems that the last person did to this car. He had the wire harness all hacked up, so I had to fix and hunt that down on why this was turning off. And it's just a pain. So I can go from scratch, from the new standalone ECU all the way to my components that run the engine, and anything that's old, transistors or anything that I might not need to run are gonna be gone.
Nice.
So I'm eliminating points of failure.
Yep.
I just want this car to be, the engine and the standalone to be completely separate from the car if I can.
Yeah. Ironically, you're kind of making a DSM, you know, knock on wood, you're making a DSM reliable. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was on jack stands again.
Yep. Came with jack stands. It's a little bit of boost. Woo!
Yeah. And for all you that are, oh, that's your, I am running the boost. I am running the
Blow-off valve.
blow-off valve. It's a SARD R2D2 blow-off valve. It's just, you don't hear it, but you hear the turbo surge. And I've been running it like this for years.
Yeah.
Not a single problem. Not a single problem. That's 25 PSI too.
Yeah.
Not one problem. So, and I'll tell you what blew up before the turbo. My engine blew up when I tuned it to 25 PSI. So the turbo has been running great.
Nice. Yep.
Not be too much into it though.
Yeah.
Gotta be safe.
Yep.
When you're all modded out, you be paranoid.
Right?
Like I just need my front window to be a huge rear view mirror, and then the square where my rear view mirror is to be grinding gears. Looking at my car like a tank. Yeah, I can't wait till I get the tuning equipment in here and then just have the laptop.
Yep.
Here, fiddle around. I'm gonna do a tablet in the center. The stereo is gonna be gone.
Yep.
Probably that's just gonna be in the garage with the rest of the scrap parts.
Yep. I mean, I can speak from experience. It was awesome to be able to do that on the MR2. I've always wanted to do a carputer.
I remember the write-ups to run a carputer
Yeah.
was literally installing a computer.
It was.
Your desktop.
It was.
Center dash. And you know how horrible that was? That was before SSDs.
Yeah.
It was like you hit a bump, especially how bouncy this car is, your ROM would be jumping everywhere.
Yeah, hard drive, disk write errors, all types of stuff. Overheating in the summer.
Yeah, it was neat for those who did it when the technology was available then, but now we have tablets that are, we have like NASA capability in our pocket.
Yeah. It's like, remember you go to like hot import nights and you see the trucks with the koi fish tanks in there. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Really, dude? It's like, oh, those are new fish every car show. Those new fish. They be checking out.
The other ones died of monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
Or base, because remember, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
The older style, which in the earlier 90s and the 2000 body kits and different wheels and what headlights I can put on my car and all these different retro where you wanted to put Escalade taillights on a truck. We went to a car show, we saw a green S10 and he had the Chevy Trailblazer headlights on it, the Escalade taillights on it, the tailgate motorized went down. There was a fish tank installed flush with the back tailgate with a projector on it, and like 4 10-inch subwoofers just bumping in the rear cab. And I'm like, poor fish.
Yeah. Right?
They got retina burn because
for the projector.
and then all the bass just rattling around the water.
Yeah. Like they tell you don't, if you have a fish tank, don't tap it. It hurts
on it, but base is okay.
Yeah. It's like JLs be killing fish.
Yes. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, you know, I always wonder where those cars are. Where are those cars? All those. Remember the Shogun kit on the Hondas?
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, that was before Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You know, you had these horrible fiberglass bumpers.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody hit a curb on them. Because,
Yeah.
like, the South area was notorious. You always wanted to go show your car off at Florida Mall. Anybody remembers that?
Yep.
Yeah, right. You're not getting a lowered car in Florida Mall. It was horrible. You had to have a 4-wheel drive to get up to how high and steep the parking lot was.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I wonder what happened to a lot of these manufacturers. Like, a lot of them just basically fell off the face of the earth now. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's like I never see Bomex anymore. Remember Bomex? Bomex used to be doing it. I mean, and you get the Bomex if you couldn't get the Veil side. If you didn't have a Veil side Supra, the AB Flug, it's like a lot of those kits are gone.
What was that,
Arabuni? That's like early 2000s, circa Fast and Furious 1.
700.
They blew up. They blew up. They were everywhere.
$800 carbon fiber hood for a Honda. And if it was for a BMW, it'd be $1,600. It was the same size hood, but if it was BMW.
Yeah. I mean, you still have VIS. They're still around. They're like one of the OGs that's still in the game right now. But yeah, a lot of these companies, I don't know. It's like, I guess they just kind of blow up because they're a JDM company, and then we find out about them here, and then we like play them out. And then meanwhile, people in Japan are putting American stuff on. They're like, that's USDM.
Yeah, they want Mustangs.
Yeah, they want Mustangs. Yeah, the 5.0 is finally selling in London now for the first time.
It's a completely different car though. It's like, I watched the safety procedures, how they have over there. We think that CARB is annoying here in California, the smog laws, but their roadside safety rules and regulations, they don't have the vents, the louvers on the hood of their GTs. Their mirrors are bigger, so it looks really bad when you compare it side to side. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Then I just, where was it? Safety? Oh, Hawaii is horrible. How do you guys in Hawaii? You can't be a tuner out there, because I just saw somebody's channel was talking about safety checks. They can't have their car lowered so much. They inspect the cars regularly. Could be wrong though, but I just saw that. I think it was on Instagram. Somebody saying he has to constantly raise his car back up for safety inspections.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, island wide.
Yeah, I know, and no drag strip on Oahu at all. Like the ferry between islands is down. So I heard there's like a drag strip in like either Maui or the Big Island, but yeah, now they don't have a ferry to get your car there from Oahu. If you live in Honolulu, I guess you just ain't. You're just gonna be street racing or doing canyons. Beautiful though, beautiful. I loved it when I went to Hawaii, and you see modified cars, but there's just nowhere to cut loose that I saw. I don't know, could be wrong, but I'm sure they probably say the same thing about California. We have beautiful roads, some of the most draconian smog laws. You know, no gray market import rule. It has to be like pre-75 frozen forever. We will never get the Silvias here at all. We will never get like the GTRs here at all. Like, you see them here and there, but it's like not strictly on the up and up 9 times out of 10. So
a lot of people have a 76. They're like, one more year, come on, one more. Nope.
Never. Yeah, the amount of people that have to smog their 76 cars, it's crazy.
And even when they pass smog under the allowances, they're still gross polluters compared to like the 2000 cars.
Right. And I remember watching on Roads and Travel, they were saying that the JDM cars were cheaper than the USDM cars because the JDM cars are a hassle. It's like, how are you going to go through drive-thrus? You're on the wrong side of the road. You can never tell. So you actually paid, if I remember right, it was about half the price to get a JDM car versus a US spec car. Where here is all completely different. It's like, you get a JDM car, it's more expensive than a US spec car. So it's like you can get a JDM you know, Mark IV Super cheaper than you can get a USDM Mark IV. That's, I don't know, that's crazy. I guess we just got it all backwards here.
Yeah. Hate.
Hate.
Oh. Caught that on camera. We ain't gonna edit that either. I just shifted. I told you, my clutch has drama. My clutch gives me drama. Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It happens.
Maybe that might have saved me though. Saved my axle.
Yeah.
Brand new. Yeah. Especially driving down this road.
Nah, there's still, is there a speed limit here yet?
I don't know, but
I don't think so. There isn't here. If there is, I think it's like 55. It's 55. Yeah, because there's no, when there's development out here later, it will be. Just drop down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the speed limit.
Yeah, it's 55. Because I was out here before they had a speed limit, and wait a minute, hold on a second. This is a car channel, and we're talking about obeying the speed limit.
Man,
this is crazy.
Who are you?
Thumbs down for this video.
Dislikes. I sense dislikes.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Massive. Oh man, but I'm old. I had all my day where I was out running, and I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
Man, put too much work into this car, and it just be over something stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun. You guys ever take the long way home everywhere? You're like, man, I'm home already. Man, I should have took the other route home, the longer road. When you enjoy your car, you just cruise and just have a good time.
I never ever feel that way in the Prius. I'm sorry, the Toyota Prius.
The Prius. He was that Prius in the video that honked at me. Priuses.
When Mike stalled?
Yeah, when Mike stalled. What's up, Mike? That's funny.
Mr. Smurf and WRX.
WRX, that's a cool guy.
Yeah, good dude.
That was a fun day.
It's like, I can't make jokes about Mike. He keeps a pistol in his glove box.
He just shooting through his car. Like,
yeah. I mean, once he got the GTR, the clip in that pistol just got longer.
Just get bored and shit for no reason.
Right.
Just get tired of being in Ford. Damn, I can shift gears just because.
Yep. It's supposed to, like, after tonight, it's supposed to rain for basically 7 days. But I mean, it's winter. We need the water. LA keeps stealing it. Lord knows. But I'm kidding. If you're in LA, no, this is gonna be the video of thumbs down. So I'm sorry.
Jeez. Bore everybody with long stories on what went wrong with the car. Just try to bring them up as the situations come up. But
yeah,
I can have a dedicated channel alone to how wrong I've done this car.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually enjoy this car?
Oh boy, honestly.
I mean, I guess it's a loaded question. Let's say.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, really.
How much do you enjoy this in traffic?
Oh no, zero.
Zero.
That's an option. Oh, it's horrible. This car hates lines.
Okay. How much do you enjoy it on a scale of 1 to 10 in like a canyon situation?
That's good. When I had brake fade, that was no bueno. So it's I'm gonna say right now it's a 7.
Okay.
Because I just haven't worked out. I haven't been able to enjoy the car yet. I've had it for 10 years.
Right.
And I have yet to enjoy it to any potential. Not even 90%. And when I had its potential being brought out with tuning, it grenaded the motor. It blew out. It blew all the piston rings. So
yeah,
that was the fastest the car has ever been.
That's how I felt on my 2G before my motor went. I was like, I remember calling you, Ed, I just got it dialed in. This thing is amazing. It is amazing. Ed, my motor's gone, Ed.
Come pick me up.
It's like, yeah, DSMs need to come with a bus pass. It's like, you know, you want to go drive your car late at night, but you can't be driving your car after light rail stops running.
When I was in the auto parts store and the guy asked, because I was asking for some parts. He's like, "Oh, you got a DSM, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." And he hands me a business card. He was a tow truck driver.
No.
Burn.
No.
I was like, "Yeah, that's true. This has been on a tow truck for many a dumb reasons."
Well, you know, I think it's funny. You know, I'd say, like, once you're a DSMer, you're going to be a DSMer for life. I personally had 2 DSMs. I had a 1G cage DSM that never went anywhere, and I ended up selling it when I was in a pinch. And I also had a 2G GSX 95 that I did to a 2GB conversion. And once you're a DSMer, you're always going to be a DSMer. It's like, I don't think you'll ever look at a DSM and your head's not going to turn. You're always going to get those flashbacks. And so it's, I think, unlike a lot of other manufacturers, when you have DSM owners, we love to pick on DSMs. But at the core, we really love DSMs though. It's like, you know, we'll make our jokes about zip ties and jack stands and cars, you know, crank walk and everything else. But when it's all said and done, we love those cars. I mean,
it's like you're hating, but inside you want it to succeed.
You do. You want to prove everybody wrong.
I will be the one.
Right?
to not have the car on jack stands.
Mine was more like, I will be the one to know every tow truck driver in within 100 miles. Like, they just honk when they see you. They start following you.
They give you the look. You good?
Yeah, you good?
Good?
You good? I'm gonna follow you.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I really love DSMs. I met a guy at the hard part the other night, and he had a 420A GS DSM, the 2G, and I was telling him how much I miss them, how much I really like those cars. I just think they're great cars. I mean, I really miss the design. I was hoping that the 4th Gen Eclipse was going to kind of bring back that design, but then, you know, and I'm not hating on you if you have a 4th Gen Eclipse. Here's yet another thumb down for this video, but it just feels like they didn't put the right drivetrain setup in that car. Like, I think it looks like really aggressive. The lines are really nice. I like how it's rounded. It reminds me of like the 2nd Gen all over again, which I think the 2nd Gen is like the best body style they ever put on the Eclipse. Not the best performing motor. The 7-bolt is not the best performing. Everybody knows you put a 6-bolt in there, but the rounded body style is just so awesome. So when I saw the 4G for the first time, I was like, yes, you fixed everything that went wrong on the 3rd Gen. Sorry, more thumbs down. Everything that went wrong on the 3rd Gen, you know, the
Moby Mobile.
Hey, Tyrese just driving that car, like, it lost all swag points. Just, I'm gonna get that purple one, Kool-Aid. I'm gonna get that purple Kool-Aid one. It's like, man, how you gonna pick that? You gonna pick that over the Evo? Like, really? You're not a car guy.
At off-road height.
You're not a car guy. I mean, you're just not. With the giant rims on it.
Giant chrome rims on it.
Oh my gosh. Anywho.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sore subject for a lot of people.
Yeah. I just wish that car.
Fast and Furious 2, I'm just gonna say it, was like the Superman 4.
Oh.
It didn't exist. I mean, it was a good car. But we said this is epic thumbs down. This is just me. That's more thumbs down.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can't hate on the Furious.
I mean,
that's why it's such a cult fan. Yeah, like what's the term for it? What do they say?
It's a cult classic.
Cult classic. It is. It's a cult classic because it always is in every car person's vocabulary.
Right. I mean, it is so good. It's this guy trying to call me right now. Thumbs down for Darren. Trying to call me. Yeah, Brad would never do this. Shout out to Brad. He didn't get mentioned earlier when we listed the people on the channel. But shout out to Brad. Probably at home right now doing nothing. But yeah, it's just, the franchise is a good franchise. It's entertaining. But I think it suffers like many things, and I am not hating on Paul Walker. I am a huge fan in everything except for timeline. We won't talk about that. Thumbs down.
I told you just want to take the long way home. It's like, no, I don't want to go home yet.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying driving my car. It's so rare and few and far between that I get to.
Yeah.
I'm always in the work truck. I hate it.
But it's better than having to be in this every day and have to work out of it.
That ain't gonna happen. I love the work truck.
So Fast and Furious suffers like a lot of movies where it's like the movie is phenomenal if physics isn't actually a thing.
No. Well, you see why Star Wars, they preface it from the beginning. What is this? Every Star Wars starts
A long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what Fast and Furious needs to be, in a tuning world in another galaxy where physics don't exist.
Right.
There were these characters.
Right.
Here are their story.
Right.
And then we wouldn't question it.
Right.
Because you took it out of our realm of reality.
We see cars get totaled at 30 miles per hour in real life, and they're jumping off of bridges in Too Fast, Too Furious. It's like, how much money did they pay you to total your car out to take second place?
Yeah, nah.
Because I don't think you got enough money to pay for that body work.
I don't think 5G's buy-in is good.
No, Tesh was just fixing cars for free, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, what I loved about Too Fast, Too Furious is just the iconic GTR scene. Yeah. Although, I mean, it hurt my heart when they shot it with that thing that doesn't even exist. I mean, this is a part where they go,
from another world.
thumbs down, that does exist. I'm sure the cops have that. It's like, man, if they're shooting that, you know how many people would be dying? Just disable your steering and everything, and you just gonna crash into a parking meter.
Yeah. I was like, but remember, that's in a tuning world.
Yeah.
In another galaxy that we don't know.
Right. Right. But yeah, I still like the franchise, although I have just mixed feelings about the fate of the Furious, aka Fast and Furious 8.
Mixed feelings on the fate of my car when I do the new tuning.
Yeah.
I want to break it.
Yeah.
I put too much money into it.
Right, right. I just don't feel like they can make the series go on without Paul. He's just so essential to the series, to the storyline. Yeah, and I don't know about them breaking Jason Statham out and being homies with him. That's not what you do. No, he killed Han.
Killed our boy.
There will forever be beef. This ain't gonna be like some type of future thing where Jay-Z and Nas are boys chilling and making music together. Nah, you kill Han, we are never gonna be cool with you. It's like, I bet you there'll probably be like a detrimental effect that'll even trickle down to like the Transporter. If he came back and did another Transporter movie, they'd be like, nah, you're that dude who killed Han.
We're gonna have Han's family coming after him.